Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is taking off, departing runway 6, Person County. Is turning left, heading west, remain.
One is turning left base for runway 24, Brookneal. Is turning final for runway 24.
Remember, in the air, while your feet can be still if you want them to be, it's not as big a problem. It's a good idea just to kind of get used to very light pressure if you're rolling the yoke. Nothing big, just kind of enough to nudge it at time.
Okay. Didn't set this one. Thinking 45?
45 works for me.
Okay.
Did you check to see what the weather in Greensboro is supposed to be?
It's about the same.
Okay.
Winds are
I figured it would. But
yeah, 300. 5 to 7.
I would suggest, just for general help, not a requirement, that you use the heading bug to be the direction you think the plane ought to be going.
Okay.
And that gives you a visual target anytime you glance at it. Now, you want to check your track against your planned course, because these two numbers being together is what's important to you. And that the magnetic heading may be off. I've seen it off 20 degrees on the jet.
Wow.
Crabbing into the wind. It's also at altitude with 140 knot wind.
Well, let's see what I got here.
Got it right now.
273, what I was estimating, but obviously I did that a couple of hours ago.
Okay.
So,
well, right now you're tracking pretty good. So if you got the orange button in front of where the line in front of where the plane's going, that ought to work pretty good.
okay.
Again, there's a difference between ground track and magnetic.
6 miles from the field, inbound for left downwind on 24 for Brooknell traffic.
Minnow traffic, Cessna 73786, currently 6 miles to the north, extended final for 23. Tango Alpha about 5 miles out, angle 45 downwind with 34, handle traffic.
Bird 1172 Delta, this is fine.
Downwind for 23, Wayne Executive. Left base for 24, Brooknell traffic.
Columbia 5 Victor Alpha is on a 6-mile final, runway 34, Hanover. 9 miles to the east, descending and join left downwind traffic for runway 4, solid.
Traffic, Cessna 73786.
Alright, Brooknell traffic, Freedom 125, turning long final for runway 24, 3-mile final for runway 24, Brooknell traffic. We have traffic in sight that's on show file. Overhead north to south, 2,000 feet, checking out wind. Right.
If you want to go ahead and run 2,400 RPM, you can, since we're cross country and we've got some altitude under us. Give you a little more speed.
Okay.
The Delta's 180 back up. Crosswind. 190. Traffic Cirrus 9 Kilo Delta at 5 miles to the east of the field. Turning 4 miles crosswind, runway 4 to left downwind for 4 onto the Delta. And descending out 2,000.
Lima 5 miles to the west, waiting 0. Traffic, Liberty 121 is turning left crosswind for runway 24, Brookneal.
Brookneal traffic, Freedom 125 is about a mile final, runway 24, Brookneal traffic.
What is that message for?
I don't know, push it and see.
Why does it say that?
Because this is saying you're going 195 is your desired course. And the truth is, it doesn't change anything if you spin it to 266. Nothing changes except that the correct number is up there.
Okay.
And now you hit message again, it cuts it off.
Okay.
We're asked to do VORs, it does make a difference.
Well, I'm going to be asked during the check ride. We haven't done that yet.
He could ask for it on the check ride, that's correct. I learned mainly when I was starting to do instrument work is anytime you're sitting up here riding and you're just relaxed and not thinking about anything except riding,
Right.
you're going to be behind later.
Okay.
So you always want to be thinking, okay, well, what's coming? What's next? What do I need to be thinking about? What am I going to do?
I need to change my frequency.
And remember that Greensboro actually reaches out about 40 miles. So we're already within 34, so they could, in fact, be giving you help with traffic warnings and things like that.
Okay.
There's no reason necessarily to wait till you're 20 miles out and then them not be able to get to you and jam you up.
So do it now?
Well, what comes, you can't, yes, because 22.7 doesn't matter anymore.
So full approach via T-fix, or do you just want vectors?
And what else? The volume for this is right there. What else do you need to do?
Weather. ATIS.
Okay.
12855.
Contest 5-3, contact.
That's right there, but I could put it there.
Remember we talked about this.
Right, so now it's on COM 2.
All right. Now, if you don't want to, if you want to lose them, you can do that, and you've now cut the top one off completely. If you want to, you cannot do that if you're already talking to them. So then you can hit COM 2. And then the volume here is right down there.
Notice this is to airman.
But you don't want it so loud it drowns out the top radio. Because if you were already talking to them and they needed to talk to you and you drowned them out, it's not good.
End of runway 23 right, and portion of the traffic pattern parallel to the approach end of runway 23 right. Read back on runway hold short instruction. Send taxi. Instruction. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike.
November 49er X-ray V, parts set approved when you're ready.
Greensboro Airport AI fits information, Mike. 1754 Zulu. Wind variable at 4. Visibility 10. Two clouds at 25,000. Temperature 13. Dew point -14. Altimeter 3048. Visual approach 23 left. 23 left to move.
1 o'clock, 4 miles.
Note that this is
A Warrior at 3,005.
Pilot runway 5 left out of service.
Still have them?
Probably.
4 Lima Uniform, contact Washington Center 124.05.
going to tell him?
Thank you for your help.
Greensboro approach, 172 Papa Alpha is approximately 29 miles. Airport. Heading into land.
Have a good day. Tower, Tower 57 November, good day.
Okay, you're carrying on a conversation, and that's reasonably okay. But it's better if you can just shorten it up a bit.
Okay.
So, Greensboro approach, 172 Papa Alpha is a 172.
Okay.
27 miles east, 4,500, landing Greensboro with Mike.
Okay. But first just do my name and then wait for him to come back to me.
That's correct. And if you want to say this out loud again, go ahead. We've still got some time.
Okay. Greensboro approach 172 Papa Alpha is 26 miles east.
21.
Here's a 172.
Is a Skyhawk 172. Inbound to land with information, Mike.
Now, how are you? 172 Papa Alpha.
Sorry, 4,500. 4,600.
Well, I'd try to be on the game.
Okay.
So, 172 Papa Alpha, Cessna 172, 25 miles east, 4,500, landing Greensboro with Mike.
Okay. A lot of static.
Yeah, a little bit.
I wonder what it's coming from.
Number 49 X-ray, affirmative turn, enter left base, runway 23 left. Number 2, the field following a Bonanza, about 4 mile final to runway 32. Contact tower, 119.1.
Roger that, number 2, turning left base, runway 23 left and over to tower, we'll see you.
Clear.
Okay.
You're at 45, but you're coming down almost 500 a minute.
Greensboro approach 172 Papa Alpha.
B4 Charlie, 4 miles from Hevet, turn right, heading to 260, maintain 3,000, still establish the final approach course, cleared RNAV, runway 23, right approach. Behind you should be no factor.
I know what? I can barely hear him.
Number 172 Papa Alpha, Greensboro approach, altimeter 3046, say request.
Greensboro approach 172 Papa Alpha is a Skyhawk 172. Roll at 44.
November 172 Papa Alpha, squawk 0124.
Squawk 0124, 172 Papa Alpha.
There may be a way to back it up that I don't know about. So start over. There you go.
Contact Washington Center 124.05.
2405, Piedmont 8825, thanks, yep.
Number 34 Charlie, contact tower 119.1. Papa Alpha, radar contact 5 miles north of Burlington Airport, verify altitude 4,400, and expect runway 23 left.
That me? Expect Expect runway 23 left, 172 Papa Alpha.
And altitude's correct. Affirmative.
I thought he was just confirming what I said.
He was, but he needed you to confirm that he confirmed it.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right, you're doing pretty good. He didn't have to ask. That was his mistake because you did tell him.
128.3.
You did tell him where you were.
Right.
So you're doing better than he's doing.
23 left,
Yes.
but he didn't say clear to land.
Because he doesn't have the authority to clear you to land.
For approach is altimeter 3046.
It's going to tell me to contact tower.
Yep.
So that should be right there.
Yep.
November 2 Papa Alpha, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain.
For 48 Delta, contact Raleigh approach 132.35.
3235, 48 Delta.
Oh, I have the airport in sight.
I wouldn't worry about telling him just yet because you're a long way out.
I understand.
And there's probably other traffic between here and there.
I wasn't going to say that. I was acknowledging that I see it.
Yeah, good.
And didn't think I needed to be concerned about this right now.
I agree.
Okay. I was just speaking out loud.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
Squelch issue right now?
It's probably a squelch issue in the intercom.
With them?
No.
Okay.
Probably in the...
Senior 2 Victor Alpha Greensboro approach, altimeter 30.
And your mic picking up stuff.
3510.
Not necessarily your fault. It goes away some of the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
To Victor Alpha, radar contact 5 miles east of Martinsville. Stand by for IFR. I'm at the coordinate.
Always be thinking.
Victor Alpha, Alpha, cleared the Richmond Airport via direct. Climb maintain 13,000, stay altitude leaving.
So you're pulling back with your left hand to hold altitude?
No, I'm doing both.
Well, you...
I was putting a pot.
Alpha, read that correct, and contact Washington Center 124.05. Have a good day. Information Alpha's current altimeter 3046. Number 2, Papa Alpha, you have Greensboro Airport in sight, 12 o'clock, 12 miles.
Airport in sight, 172 Papa Alpha.
Number 2, Papa Alpha, enter straight in runway 23 left, contact tower 119.1.
Contact tower 119.1. Tower 172 Papa Alpha.
Tower 172 Papa Alpha, Greensboro Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land, wind is 2107.
Clear to land, 23 left, 172 Papa Alpha.
Perfect. Couldn't have done it any better myself. Couldn't have said it any better myself.
Unless I get one of the big ones. I think the other one, the small one, is closed. At least it's closed tomorrow for sure. I guess there's no traffic. I didn't see anything. I was looking.
He says straight in, it's somewhat of an optical illusion, but
Those are the two.
Yeah, more or less head towards them. Right now, you're turning to be about a 5-mile final.
I was going to do a base.
Well, no, he didn't say do a base. He said straight in.
All right.
Now, what you're seeing is a modified base, okay, a 45 entry. You need to plan to line up about a mile out, and at about a mile out at about 1900 or slightly lower, but not a lot lower.
Okay.
Close to, I guess about 7 or 8, let's see, 1 mile plus 6 or plus 7, so about 15 to 1600 feet.
Okay. In Raleigh, they vector you so much that I was used to a vector. I was not used to a straight in, not being straight in.
Well, Raleigh occasionally does that too.
Probably now that they're not as busy.
Well, they used to do it. They gave me straight in on the burn. I turned final over the clear zone. And what they are playing with is getting you on the ground reasonably quickly. If you do something they're not expecting, like square it out and turn 5 miles, and I know it doesn't look like 5 miles, but we're 6 miles out right now, then what happens is he doesn't plan for that extra 2 or 3 minutes of time.
Okay.
He plans for you to come straight in, and he's taking a guess at the speed. He's not expecting you to slow way down until you're 1.5 miles to 2 miles out.
Okay.
Illusions are the distances. Because the airport's so big, if this optical illusion were Raleigh, you'd be about 1.5 miles. But here you're going to be about 3. So part of that's just getting used to it.
Right.
Part of it's, glancing how far away you are to help you make your decisions. They're still 5 miles out.
Okay.
At Person County, you're 2 miles out distance-wise, when you start your setup. Your angles are looking good, however. Your descent looks really good. But again, you're going to be turning about a 3-mile final.
Okay.
And he isn't complaining, so I guess it's going to work out all right. But normally you'd be aimed for about that, not this bridge, but the next one. That's about a mile.
Okay.
But, you know, for not having done this in a while and being a little different, you know, you're doing okay.
Okay's not good enough for me.
All right, you're doing perfectly.
You know me.
You're right on the glide path. 2 reds, 2 whites.
I see it.
Okay, don't let it go in low. Everything's rising. Think about what you're seeing and what's going to happen based on what you're seeing.
Well,
doing okay.
I still need to pull the car peak.
Well, you're still 2.5 miles out. I would about over this bridge.
This bridge? Okay.
About where I would start to do stuff.
Okay.
But you also don't want to sink in low. In our case, we're going to get off the runway and turn around and come back and take off again. But normally the FBO is halfway up. So if you land right on the numbers and don't make the first turnoff, you're going to be on the runway quite a while. And you shouldn't try to make the first turnoff and slide the tires doing it. So it kind of comes down to thinking through as much as you are aware of what you're dealing with. Looking good. This is my type of approach. Slightly high, coming down, looking good.
You gonna tell me when to get off?
He should, but if he doesn't, take K3.
Right here?
Yep.
Or 2 Papa Alpha, you can contact ground point 9er. Good day.
What?
Who want to talk to? Who, Papa Alpha? Who do you want to talk to?
Ground.
Okay, that's what he told you.
Flying ground?
No, you're in tower. Remember we put ground down here? Flip it over. Go to number 2 at the bottom. Now,
That's it?
That's it. Now, what we want to tell ground is what you want to do.
I just want to taxi back to take off.
To where?
Runway 23 left, to
ground loud and clear.
What is it you want to
Siler
do?
City.
There you go. At what altitude?
3,000.
Okay.
I have you loud and clear also. Thank you very much.
November 172 Papa Alpha, Greensboro ground safe parking.
Greensboro ground, 172 Papa Alpha, request taxi into takeoff to Siler City, 172 Papa Alpha.
Number 2 Papa Alpha, roger, and hold short of Kilo.
Hold short of Kilo, 172 Papa Alpha.
We could roll up a bit, or we could just sit right here. Follow a sign with the K.
Yeah, I might as well move up.
Okay.
November 172 Papa Alpha, maintain VFR at below 3,000, departure frequency 126.6, squawk 5232.
Squawk 5232, 172 Papa Alpha.
And November 2 Papa Alpha, maintain VFR at below 3,000 on your departure.
Maintain below 3,000 on our departure, 172 Papa Alpha.
At or below.
At or below 3,000, 172 Papa Alpha.
You're not cleared to taxi yet.
I know he's coming.
November 2 Papa Alpha, follow the Cherokee off your left, runway 23 left, taxi via Kilo 6, and advise Alpha.
Following the Cherokee, taxi Kilo 6, 172 Papa Alpha.
That's an oldie.
Ground Legion 813, right, copy St. Pete with Mike.
Legion 813 at Greensboro ground and clearance, cleared to Papa India Echo Airport via the Triad Niner departure, Carwin transition, then is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 380, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.6, squawk 7154.
All right, Triad 9, Carwin transition is about 5,380 and 10, 126.6, 7154, Legion 813.
Honda. Didn't know that.
No, the new airplanes sitting out there.
They make
813.
They make airplanes?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing cars.
Oh, it's Honda Jet.
Wow. That's cool. Are they any good?
Supposedly, I've never flown one.
They look small.
They are kind of small, which is part of why they go fast.
Got it. Like a Cessna on steroids.
Yep, kind of.
Like Alaska has a big presence here.
Oh, Alaska has a parking lot here.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah, those jets have been mothballed for 6 months now.
Gosh. Well, I'm sure Greensboro's getting rental.
Yeah, they should be getting a ramp fee off of it.
Yeah.
A big maintenance facility here for large air jets. They're doing work on some of those planes, and they also do work on a lot of other airlines and a lot of military.
I'm going to pause here and switch this out.
Well, you're not supposed to do it right here.
Where?
On to Kilo 6.
Oh.
If you stop here, you're blocking another
You're right.
taxiway.
Kilo 6, right?
All right.
No, you're right. I just don't want to get too close to him. I thought he was going to be doing his run-up.
Probably is. Gotta always be thinking about what might be coming behind you as well. What would they need to be doing?
Yep.
So if we stop about 3 airplane lengths behind him, we ought to be fine.
Okay. Did I do direct here?
Yes. Fine.
go back.
Back up one. You are. Good. Okay, so we're now ready to start making sure we got everything done. Programmed SCR direct, we got a magenta line. We got SCR direct, we got a magenta line. We've got the squawk she gave us is 5232. Very important you get that correct. The frequency on departure was, now it's what she gave you, it's not necessarily what you wrote down. That's the reason for writing down clearances when they give them to you.
All right, she's going to say it again.
No, she's not unless you ask her.
I
The
ask her?
frequency is 126.6.
Oh, that's what she gave me?
That's what she gave you.
Thank you.
If you didn't know, yes, you would ask again.
Can I just tell her we're ready for takeoff?
Yeah, you can, but now you don't need to talk to her. Remember, this is the one place in the whole game, and on your own, change frequencies. What frequency do you want to talk to?
Ground. No, 126.
That's departure.
Is that what we're doing?
No. Who is 19-1?
Tower.
Good.
So I should talk to Tower.
Yes, tower is taking off. Departure is leaving the area.
November, Greensboro ground, you're loud and clear.
He's running a bunch of frequencies. It's the truth of the matter.
Okay, so just tell her I'm ready for takeoff.
Yeah, the Greensboro Tower.
Greensboro Tower 172 Papa Alpha is ready for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
And be ready for her to tell you a heading to turn to.
Okay. Greensboro Tower 172 Papa Alpha is ready for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
November 2 Papa Alpha, contact tower 119.1, verify you, in, actually, just contact tower 119.1, you're good to go.
2 Papa Alpha, thanks. Hit COM 1. No, you didn't change the transmitter. There you go. Stop short of this line. Don't scare anybody.
Okay. And
They're seeing you move
and
without
now what?
saying anything.
Same thing?
Same thing.
And this is departure.
No, this is tower.
This is Tower still. Greensboro Tower 172 Papa Alpha is ready for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
Number 172 Papa Alpha, Greensboro Tower, turn left heading 170, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 170, takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
172 Papa Alpha.
172 Papa Alpha.
Got to get it all on the record.
170.
Even though he owns it and he's a big boy, I still don't trust him.
Well, we should never trust.
Yes, trust but verify. Okay, when you roll into this turn, make sure your DG says about 23.
Says 24.
Just a tiny bit. Good to roll. Usually I'd climb to 400 feet, maybe 500. Not necessarily the end of the runway.
Well, I should turn right now.
Airport's 900, so you're 300 feet up. I don't personally like to turn over top of buildings on the airport if I can avoid it. But, you know, it doesn't mean I don't do it occasionally. Sometime about now, you could start your turnout. If he wanted you to go past the other runway, he would tell you.
Number 172 Papa Alpha, contact departure, good day.
Contact departure 172 Papa Alpha, good day.
you're doing it wrong. Have you already gotten everything ready?
Departure?
Oh.
Right here?
Oh.
Right here.
Oh. Wants to know how high you are.
Okay. And he wants to know my heading.
No, he only wants to know how high you are.
Okay. Greensboro departure 172 Papa Alpha is 1800.
Perfect. 172 Papa Alpha, Greensboro departure, radar contact, VFR climb, your discretion. Proceed on course, Siler City.
Proceed on course, Siler City 172 Papa Alpha.
Good, 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 good. Now, what's on course?
Piedmont 6115, contact.
That's our course.
No, that's our course when we loaded it.
We got to do direct too.
There you go.
Good day.
Now you got it.
8.8, good day.
Good.
Greensboro approach, runway 23 left. Mike contact, Charlotte approach 128.32, good day. Maintain VFR at or above 3,500 till advised.
3,500, 20 Mike.
November 2 Papa Alpha, maintain VFR at or below 3,000 till advised.
Maintain 3,000 at or below 172 Papa Alpha.
Approach distance Bonanza 1837 Zulu.
Bonanza call in, taking call sign in request.
1837 Zulu. I'm visual around Greensville heading southwestbound to Asheboro. I'll stay just outside your airspace. But
I'm going to be conservative. Set at or below.
Bonanza 1837 Zulu. You're coming in weak and hard to read. Are you looking for flight following and say destination?
Negative on flight following, just informing you, and destination Asheboro.
Why'd you bother?
1837 Zulu. So understand that you're not looking for flight following?
Affirmative.
Copy, remain outside Class Charlie airspace.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Foxtrot is with you at 5,500.
Oh, you're writing something down.
Must be a doctor.
You're writing something down.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
304512.
Well, remember I told you I write down stuff you do right.
Oh, then I'm really nervous. It's a blank page.
Type C182.
All right, looking for that traffic, 20 Mike.
Papa Alpha traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles, northwestbound, Cessna 182.
Supposed to let them know when I see the traffic.
2 Papa Alpha.
And November 901 Whiskey. Traffic.
Remember, you can't just sit and think.
Okay.
2,400, radar source terminated.
There he is, right there.
Approved.
What's the altitude?
Air Shuttle 5824, descend and maintain 7,000.
Yeah, the traffic's there, yes, right up there.
To the center main,
Okay.
3000.
Tacom.
Without telling you how high he is.
Tacom, traffic in sight.
Yes, you can.
Skylane 20 Mike has traffic in sight, no factor.
Skylane 20 Mike, roger, altitude your discretion. Enter a left base, runway 23 left, contact tower 119.1.
Base 423 left, altitude my discretion, and go into the tower, 20 Mike.
And no point telling him now because we're past him.
Okay.
But, you know, you did okay. There are those tall towers out there.
Yep. Why didn't he tell us the altitude?
Don't know. Like I said, he didn't do his job right.
November 2 Papa Alpha, traffic no factor, VFR, altitude your discretion.
Altitude, our discretion, 172 Papa Alpha. $3,000.
Works for me. You're only 22 miles away.
Plus we got a tailwind.
Say 3 Delta Delta, Greensboro departure. Radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000.
Near riding.
Jet 242, turn right heading 140. Number 683 Delta Delta, cleared to Oscar Kilo Victor Airport.
Probably get the weather.
A63 Greensboro approach, runway 23 left.
I can't do that.
That's right. But you can do it down here.
Yeah.
At 242, Greensboro Airport, 1 to 2 o'clock, and 10 miles, report site. 32, clear for approach, runway 23 left, contact tower 119.1.
The end of the knob out, the small knob.
Seven 775. That good?
Yep, that would be good. No.
Top part?
Can't cut him out. You got to have him where you can hear him and be on frequency.
So it's the small one.
It's the small one. That's right.
4, 6.
Tyler City Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1925 Zulu weather. Wind 040 at 3. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 15 Celsius. Dew point -13. Altimeter 3046.
DA 24, descend and maintain 3,000.
Tyler City.
040.
What else? Ed, what's coming? What will you need to do in the near future?
I need to talk to Greensboro.
Oh, that's true. After that, what will you need to do?
I'll need to call
Who?
Siler City.
Hey, I agree with that.
Okay.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I need to have it programmed below here.
Correct.
24, turn right, heading 140.
And I think it's the same as ours. Yeah, 1227.
Okay. The 13 miles coming in almost perpendicular to the runway. So finding it's not going to be overly easy.
South traffic 12 o'clock and 2 miles southwestbound. Altitude indicates 3,700.
172 Papa Alpha has the traffic in sight.
Greensboro Airport, 1 o'clock and 10 miles report site. Air Shuttle 5824, clear visual approach, runway 23 left, contact tower 119.1. Niner 14 Quebec, Greensboro, departure radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000, clear direct Bears Mount.
Ask a question?
Sure. With you 2,000, climbing 5,000, and 190 on heading.
Is he going to come back to me and release me?
Radar contact, climb and maintain 12,000.
But you really, ideally, I mean, you could do it without having
Legion 813.
the airport in sight, but it'd be better to have it
Oh,
in
I know,
sight.
I know.
However, for GPS, I think we could still find it okay.
Well, one of the runways is 4, which is direct down the runway.
Right.
The winds are
I agree with you.
yeah.
I think I have the airport, but I am not at all positive I have it, and I've been down here a bunch of times.
That way? Up there?
So you're
South traffic 1 o'clock and 3 miles northeastbound. Altitude indicates 2,700.
We're looking 2 Papa Alpha. Hold your altitude. So it's 2007. He's only 300 feet below you. Got him.
Alert on that traffic now, just off your right side, and 1.5 miles, 2,800 indicated.
2 Papa Alpha, we have the traffic in sight.
2 Papa Alpha, thank you.
And keep going down. Every time you get distracted, you go down, and that puts us right into his path. Just lost him again now.
Under us look like.
There he is, I got it.
He's 600 feet below us.
Contact Washington Center, 124.05.
That's what my iPad just told me.
4863, descend and maintain 3000.
And I got the airport in sight.
Can you help me? Is that it?
It would be a reasonable look at straight ahead and about the right distance.
Atlanta Center 128.
Can't guarantee it, but that's about the only thing I see that would fit the bill at the moment.
Should I just radio to him?
I mean, I'm comfortable enough that keep following the GPS, we'll get there, and we do need to start down fairly soon. So
okay.
If you want to tell him you got it in sight, he'd be happy.
Okay. That's still departure, right?
Yep.
Greensboro departure 172 Papa Alpha has an airport in sight.
172 Papa Alpha, roger. Radar service terminated, squawk VFR and changed advisories.
Squawk VFR 172 Papa Alpha.
So you got a VFR button.
863, cleared visual approach.
Now,
runway 23 left.
he just signed you out, right?
Yep.
So you no longer need to talk to him.
I can start talking to these guys.
No. Now, think about what your airplane needs to be doing while you're talking. How are you? What's coming?
I need to get to pattern altitude.
Okay, well, whereabouts?
16.
Whereabouts? Over the ground, whereabouts? Either downwind, base, straight in, crosswind, what are you going to do? 45 entry on the downwind, what are you going to do?
45 entry on the downwind.
Okay, where would that be?
Well, the runway is this way.
No, it's not that way. Look at your DG, the runway is 22 and 4.
Oh, you're right.
Runway lies like this.
That's this way. I need to go this way.
Correct. What you need to get done, if you keep waiting, you're going to be head on to anybody else that might be in the downwind. Remember, you always got to be thinking way ahead here.
Call 79255, holding short of runway 4, solid state jumping.
Visualize this in your head. Where's the sliding board? How far out do I need to be to turn downwind? How am I going to hit a 45 when you're headed straight at it, and at what altitude? A lot going on. We're still, give or take, 1,000 feet too high. If you need to turn away a bit and then come back, do so.
That's what I'm going to do.
If you need to make a circle and keep coming down, do that. And you got a plane getting ready to take off, so when they take off, if they stay in the pattern, they're going to be coming up and around and at you.
Do I need to go this way?
Yes, eventually.
Okay. Yeah.
Right now you're doing okay.
Okay.
But you got to always be putting the pieces of the puzzle together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. There's a lot of pieces. Sometimes you look at them 2 or 3 times and think about them. Sometimes they fit. Go ahead.
So, city traffic 172 Papa Alpha is 45 degrees, approaching the downwind, Siler City.
Runway 4.
For runway 4, Siler City.
A lot of times you are one of the pieces, but not the only piece.
Taxiing runway 4, Siler City.
You said runway 4 and I couldn't hear what you said.
Keep turning. You'll be over top of them if you don't. Already 100 feet too low. The most important thing you do is fly your airplane, not them. Fly your airplane.
Okay.
Fly your airplane. I wish I had an alerter here that said fly your airplane.
7 miles to the southeast.
You're 200 feet too low. You're also pinching in really tight. This is a demanding little airstrip. It's got trees right up on the end of it. If you go on your game, you're going to mess up. You got to be always thinking, what does it look like? What are the distances?
Well, There's someone on the runway.
Both?
Well, they're not talking.
You're not either. Feet up, going away from the airport.
Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha's turning base for runway 4.
Traffic 255 is taking a teardrop to hold short for runway 4, has incoming traffic in sight. Solar City.
Traffic, this is 24 November, about 3 miles.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to have to reline up because I missed
Okay,
it.
look, go. Climb back up. We don't do it down here.
Okay. 172 Papa Alpha is going around.
And 2 Papa Alpha's upwind for runway 4, Siler City. Don't have a plan, Tom.
Okay, so can I...
Yes, talk.
I was concerned about the person not talking, and she didn't talk. I was going to just go around because she hadn't said anything. I didn't think she knew I was there.
Well, she may not have.
Well, that's why I thought it was unsafe.
Where is she right now?
On the taxiway.
Okay. If you had flown your gate, your normal gate,
right,
and you'd squared the pattern out so you'd never lost sight of the runway, didn't get too low, squared it out, and as you start your turn to final, you're still 3/4 of a mile to a mile out. Okay? At that point, if she isn't about to turn off the runway, now I start thinking about going around.
For runway 4, Solar City traffic.
How are you either cut across now or are you going to be out here for a while?
Y'all setting up for 22?
No, we're going around to runway 4. We'll go ahead and cut across right now.
Okay. No problem. We got you inside. We'll be departing 4.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, sir. Crossing midfield, we'll be joining the downwind for runway 5. Morning, go.
Siler City 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 4.
Traffic, 81.
Now, give yourself some room. Remember, the number one thing people do wrong, they go to a new airport and they fly something tight and off. Airport, if anything, give yourself a little extra room. Instead of flying what you think's a normal downwind, go wide. Poor girl's on a check ride. She's just nervous as hell.
How do you know?
Because I know who's with her.
Oh, is that the guy?
That's the guy.
No, traffic, K1.
All right, set up your normal setup.
Blue Ridge traffic, Bonanza 720 is 10 miles southeast on a practice RNAV 31, low approach, Blue Ridge.
Raise the flaps.
Oh, it's a little bit high. And the top speed.
County, this is Cherokee 45 November.
Anything up to 110.
Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 4. Siler City.
A good square pattern. DG to help you figure out where runway 4 is off your wingtip.
Harney County, this is Cherokee 45 November, turning base, runway 5.
Good.
Harney County.
Siler Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway.
About 2 nose down. We'll plan on doing the touch and go.
Okay.
And staying in the pattern and doing one more lap.
Okay.
Siler City traffic 255 left tailwind for runway 4 will be departing the pattern to the north. Siler City traffic.
Those trees need to be chopped down.
Yes, they do. We're in agreement on that one. But that isn't what you have, so
I know, you weren't kidding.
We deal with it. As long as you don't hit them, you can be within 10 feet of them, I don't care. Just don't hit them. Dive in, you got a ton of speed to get rid of, doesn't help you. All right. Now hold the gun on me and make me drink.
What?
I'll tell you that joke when we get around.
Look at this. Telling me about the trees. If I didn't see them.
That's right.
Siler City. Only about a quarter mile. You didn't think I was too close?
No, I do think you're too close. I think it's up to you. You're the man.
Blue Ridge traffic, Bonanza 720 departing the area to the southeast, Blue Ridge.
Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 4, Siler City. Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 4 for Siler City.
Mile to the southeast, down for full stop.
Better. Those wheels in the air. That's good.
Take off for now.
Yep, go ahead.
I was over focusing on that tree. That's why I came in so high.
Well, it's a good thing not to hit it, that's for sure.
My perception is not as great as I think it should be at that distance.
And that could be true, okay? That's part of why you have the VASs.
Well, it was telling me I was high.
That's right. But, you know, you were high, but you did get the power out. You controlled your airspeed. You came in, did a decent flare. Feeling it's going to be better.
Okay, I would also like to taxi back. Because I don't know how this runway works.
There is no taxiway. There's a center field turn off to the ramp, and then there are the teardrops on either end.
Okay.
So to taxi back, you have to just taxi down the runway. Correct means you're in the way of somebody trying to land. Hence, you have to think through and listen for other airplanes.
Don't you think that would be good practice for me?
Yeah, I suppose.
Runway traffic, Tower 260.
Or not.
We're about 3 miles to the southwest. Inbound to
that's fine.
23, entering left.
Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha.
Is that you fly a little bit higher glide path than...
I'm going to be about 10 minutes late for your flight with Kevin.
Remember, you widen it out.
Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway.
Still in mighty tight. Part of what's probably throwing you is that runway is only 75 feet wide.
Yeah.
And so it looks like Person County when you are at the right distance. And so it's why what I talk about is using the wing strut as your measurement stick.
Yep.
Well,
they say it's supposed to be halfway.
Okay. And if it's not, then make a correction that gradually widens you out some more.
Traffic, Tower 2600. Left down midfield.
Fly your plane. You're about the right distance. Nose up till you slow down.
Siler City traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 4 for Siler City. Siler City traffic 172 Pump Alpha is turning final for runway 4, Siler City.
Looking good. Airspeed's good. Again, you know, that airspeed's like your blood. About where you are looks pretty good all the way down.
I'm not sure how I got high all of a sudden.
How can happen that quickly? Getting to be a pretty narrow wedge. Don't shove that nose over, it scares the hell out of my airplane. Lower it to about level, but don't ever push it down at that close to the ground, because sooner or later it's going to end up hitting too low. So you're trying to anything and you think you ought to do that, add just a touch of power to it. That'll serve the same purpose.
Okay.
Approach. We're going to need to head home.
Okay.
We'll come back again for you, check ride.
I really wish we could get the guy to come to our Person County Airport.
Well, he sometimes will if you pay him to do it.
I'll pay him.
If I had two people on the same day, it wouldn't be much trouble to get him to do that.
You have two people that are close?
I got a bunch of you that are all about the same place right now. Trying to get cross countries done.
Sure.
Upper right. Fly your plane while you're doing it. Doing it. There's a tower out here. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I know you're close to it. What general heading is home? Going west, are we going to get to home?
Nope. Well, eventually we can circle the globe.
I suppose. You aren't going to like the fuel prices in Saudi Arabia, though.
I would thought they'd be lower.
Oh, no. In Oman, we paid $26 a gallon.
Oh, my gosh.
And we bought, I think, 200 gallons.
recent?
Yeah. It does have nearest, and even though we're 35 miles or so away, it probably is still within the nearest range, would be my guess. Truth is, because we were going to depart the area and head somewhere else, we probably would have been had to stop, taxi back, and reset everything. You can do it in the air, and you better be ready to do it in the air because, you know, shit hits the fan from time to time.
Yep.
But at the same token, as a student, usually I try to at least start out getting it all easy.
West, heading south, 2,500 foot now.
So you knew it was give or take east or somewhere in that general direction.
Yep.
So if you start off there, now you got some time to figure out how to get at the rights. And that's using any piece of equipment you want to use.
Traffic Lake Road 13556 there.
You have a lesson at 4?
I got to go fly to Denver.
Oh, that's right. Thanks.
Traffic, Technum 117 Tango is about 9 miles out, RNAV runway 19 Wilson.
Left base, 19 Wilson, 9, touch.
Freedom 123 is conference on runway 24 for them.
So I take it that person was not your student that was doing the check ride?
Say again?
The person at Siler City, she was not your student?
Oh.
But you knew the guy?
When Greg said, well, what are you guys doing? I knew Greg.
Okay.
He's the examiner doing the check ride.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you tell him don't identify me? in case we do. Because he's going to be like, oh, I know about you. I don't know you're... I don't need you to poison the well ahead of time.
I would never do that. I have a vested interest in my students passing.
Runway 24 for them.
south, Twin Lake.
Stop freedom 153, turning base for runway 24 for Bill.
Just want to see if I could do it while I was flying. To 6. Hey.
I would definitely agree with that.
Sierra crossing midfield to left downwind 9, Twin Lake.
Traffic 72052 is on a 4-mile final runway 23.
Traffic on approaching, so.
There is traffic, W43 Mike Tango is 10 miles to the south at 2.9er. I'll be setting up for a full stop.
Traffic is left base final runway 9, Twin Lake.
So my joke that I gave you the punchline to.
What was the punchline?
City Slicker was up in the mountains and he had a flat tire. So he was busy changing the tire and he heard this commotion. And looked up and down through the, coming down the side of the mountain was an old mountain man in bibbed overalls and no shirt on. And one hand he had a double barrel 12 gauge and the other hand he had a moonshine jug. And he kind of slid to a stop, stumbled a little bit. He pointed the shotgun at the City Slicker and said, "Here, take a drink." Handed the Slicker the jug. Well, the City Slicker scared to argue with him. He popped the top on the cork on that jug and he took a big pull on it. Next thing he knows, it's been about 5 minutes and he's on the ground shaking. Finally gets up, the old mountain man said, "Good, won't it? Now hold the gun on me and make me drink."
What's that?
What?
Runway.
Oh, that's Dutchie.
What does that mean?
Private runway.
That's amazing. Somebody lives there?
It's a house, a pilot airport community.
Oh, that's cool. Shape?
Yeah, I think they either it's been there a while now, so they may have put a sealer on it and repainted it or whatever. It definitely looks good from here.
Yeah, I mean it jumped right out.
Yeah, and it could be they resurfaced it. I don't know.
W43 43 Mike Tango is 4 miles to the south at 2.3. Across midfield and set up for left downwind for 13, Blue Ridge.
Hello, road traffic, 63 KSCR is on a 3 mile left base, runway 2. Hello.
They're using 2-4?
Just because they are doesn't mean you have to.
I know. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm going to listen to the ATIS.
I would as well. I see some smoke out there that looks like it's probably favoring runway 6.
Downwind for runway 24, Brookdale.
Celsius. Dew point -13. Altimeter 3047. County Airport. Automated weather observation 2008 Zulu. Weather. Wind 010 at 3. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature.
I would still use 6.
Celsius. Dew point -13. Altimeter
010.
047.
What would you say?
Well, you also don't assume he's going to still be there when you get there.
Oh, I know that. I'm just asking your opinion.
009.
Well, personally, I'd set up for runway 6, but
that's what I'm going to do.
3. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point -13. Altimeter 3047.
Well, you know, if I get there and I still hear him in the pattern, I might end up following him around just because.
Automated weather observation 200.
But considering we're still
20 miles out,
13 minutes away. I would be put.
43 Mike Tango, left downwind, 13, Blue Ridge.
I would be flying my game and not worrying so much about them until I get a lot closer.
Okay.
Regional Army Copter 73194 at 1,000 feet, approximately 15 miles to the northeast. We'll be transitioning just north of the airfield, Harnett Regional.
County 419, or sorry, Person County 419 Bravo Lima is 4 miles out, straight in for the ILS runway 6, slow approach only, Person County.
Blue Ridge traffic, Subia 43 Mike.
Richard, winds are calm. Right now they're 340 at 3 knots.
340 at 3, light variable.
Roger that.
57S30 runway 1st.
Traffic, Subia 43 Mike Tango is turning final, 13 Blue Ridge.
Freedom 123 is making a right turn out to the northwest, departing the pattern, Brookdale.
House going in down there.
What's that for?
I don't know.
Huh.
Up east of Mebane. Like a hell of a distribution center to me.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know whose.
Amazon?
Could be.
The speed distance becomes obvious to you after flying in the jet and then coming in here.
Becomes obvious.
Speed. I feel like you're hovering.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Seems like the world slows down.
I wait till 10 miles out to make my first call.
Yeah, I would. As long as we're going, there's no point in saying much and having them forget about us.
Okay.
City traffic, 255, simulated engine now, left downwind for runway 4, Dollar City traffic.
That's her again.
Must be doing okay. She's still on the check ride.
That's good.
Golf is 10 out on the RNAV 23 approach.
County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is 10 miles.
255 final runway 4, Solid City.
Sir. Headed right at him.
Coming off of 22-4.
Oh, he did the missed approach. Not yet.
Be right here.
You definitely want to be thinking about him and keeping your eye on him, but at the same token, you can't fly his airplane. You got to fly your airplane. Think about where you want to be and how you're going to make it happen.
I have 172 Pop Alpha, 7 miles ahead.
Solid City traffic, 255, turn left.
Now,
Runway 4, Solid City.
straight in means straight in.
I know, but I'm afraid to get too close to him. He's right
Okay, well,
there.
he's beside you now, so, and turning away from you.
Okay.
4, runway 5.
And I agree with you, you know, since we haven't been able to see him, definitely don't want to play chicken with him.
And why he didn't say something is amazing to me.
Well, I agree with that, considering he said he was shooting the approach and going miss. You'd think he'd be talking. Conceivable that he's working with Raleigh approach control.
Orange County traffic 184 Charlie Golf on about a 2 mile final straight in. 23, full stop, Orange County.
Traffic down 4070 Bravo Lima, 6 mile final on the RNAV runway 22, Silent City.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is long final for runway 6, Person County.
City traffic, 255, turning left base, runway 4, Solid City traffic. Solid City traffic, 255, left base, runway 4, Solid City.
Solid City traffic down 470 Bravo Lima, 4 mile final on the RNAV runway 22, low approach only, Solid City. Regional traffic, runway 4. 1000. At Silent City, general full stop. Taxi back. Yeah. Alright, we appreciate that. Traffic down 470 Bravo Lima, 2.5 mile final RNAV runway runway 22, low approach only, South City.
Person County, 2 Pop Alpha, 1 mile final for 6, full stop person. to 4 stripes.
That was a really high approach.
Yeah, which pulled it back together.
You know why? I know exactly. You probably know why too. I'm just not used to that distance.
Well, straight in, it's the reason we don't start out teaching straight in approaches. Is that they are tougher. There's no question about it, because if you fly the pattern, it's why I keep saying it, you know, Greensboro, Raleigh, you don't have an option.
Right.
But if you go to an uncontrolled airport, you really ought to fly the pattern unless you've been there a bunch of times. Simply because that's where you're used to seeing it happen from. And even if if it's an optical illusion, like the runway's narrow and shorter.
Bravo Lima is 8.5 miles out for straight in, RNAV 6, low approach only, Person County.
Even if that's the case, at least you are going to be somewhat close. Whereas if you do something totally off the wall, all bets are off. In our case, it's a home airport, so you at least know what it looks like and what the runway looks like and things like that. But shooting long straight ins is it's a little bit different skill. And it's why I keep telling you, you always got to be thinking, what's coming, what's next, does this look right, am I on speed? You can't just sit there and not think. You got to constantly be working it through your head if you're doing all the things correctly. Shoot those 2 damn birds over there.